Coming up on Culture Collective, Jazzy Young sits down with the founders and creators of Black Market ATL, a new art shop on Little Five Points, as they discuss the struggles of becoming a young entrepreneur as well as their plans for the future. All that coming up on this edition of Culture Collective.
All right. Hey, everyone. You're listening to the Culture Collective podcast, and I am your host, Jazzy Young. Today, I am joined by the crew of the Black Market ATL. We have Corey and Mia. So tell me a little bit about your guys' background in art and how you guys got started in this whole art scene in Atlanta.
I'll let you start since you're from here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm born and raised here. My dad, Afon Clark, he's a pretty well-known artist in Atlanta. And I've just, ever since I was little, I always traveled with him and doing art shows and setting up. So he's really taught me everything I really know about art. You know, creating jewelry, painting, and everything. But right now I'm doing my clothing line out there ATL. But I've been doing that. I've just been, grinding and figuring out different methods on applying my different art craft.
When did you start your clothing line?
2012.
Awesome. Yeah. How's it been going since then?
It's going well. It's been, it's a beautiful struggle.
What would you say has been the hardest obstacle since starting the clothing company?
The hardest obstacle, probably, honestly, because I'm an independent. I was a sole proprietor at first, and I turned into an LLC, but coming out of my own pocket capital, having that money to keep up with everybody else, but
Definitely.
You can't really rush it. You really have to just work within your own means. What I started to realize, later on in the game, I'm still to this day, so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your background, Mia.
Okay, so I do paper flowers and greeting cards and wedding invitations and things like that. So I started making pop-up cards in maybe like late 2007-ish, and it was just like for fun. A little project I gave myself, and I made some chocolate chip cookies from scratch and took them up to my mom's job, and they put in some orders for coworkers. So I started then making greeting cards. And more recently, I've been doing paper flowers, I guess, for about 2 years now. Maybe not even 2 years, probably a year and a half. I don't know. Yeah, it has been. I wasn't, not for my flowers, but I was in Atlanta Magazine this year.
Awesome.
Well, I wasn't, my cards were. I got to do the Big Fake Wedding this year, which is like a bridal alternative show. So the vendors get together and they actually put on a wedding, and then all the guests are like brides to be and their parties and the media, and they just come and look at our art in real time. That's and then awesome. There's booths afterwards so they can actually meet us and ask what we did, and that was pretty fun. That was really intimidating. Really intimidating. I was losing my mind. It was fun once everything was done, and I did it all in heels, and it was all all-day event. Girl, I was so happy when it was done. I turned my phone off for 2 days. Leave me alone. I don't even want to do anything.
Oh, I know how that feeling,
girl. But I'm happy that I did it, and I challenge myself, I guess, because I had never done anything like that before.
You was there. Show you pictures.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures later.
Yeah, send me some. We'll post some, definitely. So how did you two get linked up to do your newest project?
Well, this is my best friend and business partner and lover. So that's how we got linked up, and we both have our own businesses, and we wanted to do something for the culture, our
people like us.
Yeah, we're both looking for marketplaces all the time, so it was why don't we just start our own? I worked with the radio station probably 2 years ago where we first met, and I was set up outside the radio station and everything. But
some his shirts and this magnificent jewelry that he makes. So I bought something.
And then, time went on, and then we bumped into each other again. But yeah, we met at that radio station, and we put on that festival, and it's just funny, like, 2 years later, we're putting on our own market in the same exact place, using the same people, but bigger and better.
So, broad concept to our listeners, what would you say, like, characterize your event, like, to people that have never been before or are interested in going?
So our goal with Black Market ATL is to, like, empower small businesses, especially, like, small businesses that are run by handmade artists of color, like, handmade artists in Atlanta, like, just focused on people like us, like we said, like trying to get a market for people like us, especially because we're trying to kind of
empower.
Exactly. Well, what was I gonna say?
Economic independence.
Just recycling our dollars and building our businesses so that we could change things and not just be upset and like protest by everything that's going on. That's actually how it happened. We talked about it after we went to a protest, and we're like, well, what can we do? Like, well, where can we shop? Well, like, I like handmade stuff. Where do I find more people like me, like, that do what I do all day, all night, Yeah, so we just decided to put together a market where passionate people can come together and, like,
get good products and network and,
have fun.
And we're also trying to help the artists grow from the market. Like, we're trying to put them in positions where they don't just have to stay at our market. They can get in these bigger shows.
Exactly, because some of the larger shows require you to take like booth photos. So you have to actually set up your tent and your display and merchandise everything and then apply. Like, we're trying to get it in, so it's like, come with us and we'll help you. We'll help each other. Exactly. And then we'll get pictures of your booth taken so you can submit to those larger shows, So, like, that was really cool because a few girls there had never done a show before. It was my first show that I set up my tent, which I've had for forever. I bought my tent and I'm like, I'm doing a show this year. I'm doing something, and it's so funny. I'm like, I made my own show, and my first show was the show that I made. That was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That definitely shows that you can do whatever.
You can do whatever. And we're going to do another show too. They actually just recently asked us about it.
And when will that be? Do you have an expected date?
No, but you can stay up to date. We have a website. It's blackmarketatl.com. Awesome. We have a Facebook group and page. It's Black Market ATL. And then we have an Instagram, and that is blackmarket.atl.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what a better place to do it than Atlanta,
Right.
Yeah, it's like, why not?
And Little 5 Points, though.
Definitely. Little 5 Points is needed. A good little, like, art boutique, too, because you have all the stores that are in there, but it's mostly just clothing. But, you go to Little 5 Points for the creative weirdness and the individuals, but it's hard to really find artwork except for when people are selling it on the side of the street.
Exactly.
But, and there's the one market at, like, down past Elmire, and there's
the bazaar.
Little World Market. There's some places in there, but they're not always open and whatnot. But
that's so strange to me too. I go in there all the time, and I'm like, oh, she's not open.
I know. But they're great down there.
Yeah,
I definitely love that spot. So I'm glad that you guys have done that in Little 5 Points.
We're excited. We're super excited to do it again.
Yeah, I can't wait. I definitely will come out.
I'm not trying to talk down about any other artists in Lil 5, but we're bringing out quality artists as well. Like, that's our thing. We want to have it nice, good pieces and curated, vendors that we work with. Well, not vendors, artists that we work with. And so everybody's satisfied. Like, the market's satisfied, the customers are satisfied, everybody's satisfied. So, yeah, that's what that's our goal for Black Market.
That's the goal.
It sounds like you guys should be pretty successful if you stick with it. I definitely think that it has a lot of potential to grow, especially, like I said, Atlanta is kind of the perfect spot for that.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite Atlanta artists that you guys would give shout outs to?
Dr. Dax.
Dr. Dax.
Dr. Dax, love Dr. Dax.
That's my guy.
Dr. Jackson.
Just artists like music or just
Any Atlanta, I mean, you could talk visual art, you can talk music.
Well, I was just on the phone with my friend earlier today, and I told him about this, and I was like, I will give you a shout out. And he's my man, 100 grand. King the God. It's Nick the God, like King backwards.
Is he a musician?
Yes, he's next up. And he's had my co-line, well, my back since middle school. But
he's had my back too.
Yeah, he's had my back too. He's a solid individual, and they don't make him like him. So
definitely go check him out.
Check him out, and he's next up. He has the lyrics, he has the content, he has the image, so
Awesome.
yeah, he's the man. And everybody else, man, my whole out there family, man, Ocean, DeWitt, everybody, man. Jared, everybody.
Taylor for Prez.
Yeah, he's dope too. That's my man. 100 grand. I know a lot of people in Atlanta, like born and raised here, and I went to 3 different high schools, so.
So you definitely know the Atlanta crowd.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta people. There's nobody like them.
Nobody.
Where are you from?
I was born in Atlanta and I grew up in Orange County, and then I relocated back here a few years
That's
ago.
dope.
Okay.
So I got the West Coast, East Coast.
I'm trying to go to the OC too. I remember that TV show.
Yeah, I definitely went to school with a lot of people like from the OC. They are crazy.
Yeah.
Atlanta people, we definitely got a little more down to earth roots here.
It's a weirdness down here in Atlanta that people need to embrace more.
Definitely.
It's quirkiness, but it's very artsy down here.
So would you guys have any advice for Georgia State students or just, young people in general that are looking to start their own businesses? Like, is there anything that you wish someone would have told you, like in the very beginning when you first came up with, okay, I want to start my own business? Like, what would you tell, a young entrepreneur?
Oh, that's hard.
I would say, go ahead, save your money for whatever you're doing, plan it out, and try to knock out all your legal things like the trademarks and LLCs and everything. Go ahead and knock that out the way, like business license, everything. Try your best, But like definitely do that first, and then just don't let people get to you. If you have a vision, try to stick with your vision, and it's not to say you can't listen to people or take their advice, but if you truly have a vision, try to stick with your vision as much as you can. Working with what you got. Don't give up. Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. That's some solid advice.
Solid, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because people will, especially, as a woman, and I'm sure a woman of color, like, it's definitely hard for people to even take you seriously sometimes. Like, they just have this, I'm better than you, my friend, you're young, you don't know nothing, so people will definitely...
what your life should look like right now, like, what are you doing?
But always, I agree, believe in yourself 100%, and eventually, you'll be able to show everybody what they were missing out on when they didn't believe you.
Basically. I think that I would probably say the complete opposite. I'd say just do it. Like, just start.
Yeah.
Just begin and do your research along the way. Like, always do your research. Like, there's a process. Learn the process. Like, save yourself the hard work. Like, other people have walked at least a part of that path before you, so you could learn from them and then kind of innovate, like, what's that balance? What were they saying? A little bit of the old, a little bit of the new, like, find that happy medium. But yeah, just do it and believe in it, and hold on to it real tight.
Never give up.
No matter what.
Awesome. Well, I love those words of of advice. Well, thank you guys so much. Is there any last words that you want to say to our listeners? Anything that they should go check out? How they can get in contact with you if they want to get involved with the Black Market ATL?
If you guys want to get involved with Black Market ATL, just go on to blackmarketatl.com or Facebook Black Market ATL. You can also go to Instagram, blackmarket.atl. Our email for Black Market is hello.bmatl@gmail.com. And you can find my stuff at paperanansi.com. So PAPERANANSI.com. Also, same thing, Facebook, same thing, Instagram.
You should tell them about your flower, like what it's made out of.
Oh, it's made out of paper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
And what's the website for your clothing company?
My clothing line, Out There ATL, it's a movement, actually. It's like a real big movement. Like
It's not a clothing line.
It is. It's like a revolution that's going on in the fashion industry. But OutDareATL.com, OUTDARE ATL. And check it out. I have my fall line is about to drop.
Suede hats, hoodies,
everything like
indigo dye, original artwork.
Yes.
Well,
And it means something. And it's gonna.
It does.
Out there is gonna tell a story at the end of the day. It's not dealing with trends. Like that's why I'm not going for the trends. I'm going to be timeless. Like if somebody gets a shirt from me, like I have a shirt that says Black Sheep, White Milk. It's like one of my top sellers. It means, you may be labeled as a black sheep, but you still produce the same white milk as everybody else. So, it's like an underdog shirt. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
I got that shirt. It's like it's things like that. It tells a story at the end of the day, and I want it to mean the same thing 50 years down the line. When you look at that shirt, like I'm about to pass it down to my. He needs this. He needs to hear this. He needs to wear this. Like, and embody that. So. Yeah, man, Out There, man, check it out. And Paper and Nazi, and Black Market ATL.com.
Hashtag decriminalize entrepreneurship.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on this show. You guys are awesome, super inspiring. I'm glad that there's people out there doing what you're doing.
And you too. Thank you for having us. Thank you for giving us a platform.
Of course. I will definitely be seeing you guys at the next show. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, we'll have more goodies for you.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
You have been listening to Culture Collective, hosted by Jasmine Young, produced and edited by Ben Abrams, with music used by courtesy of Kevin McLeod at Incompetech.com. Culture Collective is a presentation of The Signal, the independent student newspaper of Georgia State University. For more content, stories, videos, and our podcasts, you can visit our SoundCloud page as well as YouTube and our website, georgiastatesignal.com.